Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James and today I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the past 7 days. Today we have a few GB8 cards, so we're going to be seeing some Dimension Police, some Nova Grappler, and Link Joker. So the first one is Cosmic Hero Grand Monk. He's a new perfect guard for Dimension Police. When he finishes guarding, if your opponent had 30,000 power or more, you draw a card. And he also has Act Drop Zone, Generation Break 1, bind this card face up, choose 6 of your units, and until the end of that turn, they get Continuous Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, Resist. This keeps your units safe from Denial Griffin and Bulwark Dragon, which is great for when you've spent your resources on buffing your rearguards up with the burst abilities. For Dimensional Robos, we have the Grade 2 Dimensional Robo Die Crusher. His first skill is Auto when this unit's placed on Rearguard Circle. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard, Soul Charge 1. And if the Soul Charge card has Dimensional Robo in its card name, this unit gets plus 2,000 power until the end of turn. And this unit has Auto Rearguard Circle once per turn, Generation Break 1. When your Drive Check reveals a Grade 3 card with Dimensional Robo in its card name, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. This may only be a once per turn, but it easily allows this unit to become a 21k attacker, and that is pretty amazing for something that's just a common. Dimensional Robo Die Cutter is a Grade 1 for the sub-clan, and has Auto Rearguard Circle when your unit with Dimensional Robo in its card name is placed on Vanguard Circle until the end of turn. This unit gets plus 2,000 power. Then, if the unit placed was a Grade 4 or greater, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets another plus 2,000 power until the end of turn. It's great to activate this card every turn for a reliable 11k booster. This with Die Crusher is going to give you a very strong rearguard column, and this behind your Vanguard is going to help you reach those bursts. Zubat Battler Viktor is the new Nova Grappler Viktor Grade 3. The first skill is Auto Vanguard Circle Counterblast 1. When your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, choose a card from your hand and call it to Rearguard Circle. Choose one of your units, and until the end of turn, it gets Auto or Rearguard Circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, choose one of your other rearguards and stand it. This is amazing on its own. You're not losing anything from hand, and giving the skill to any of your units gives you a lot more flexibility in your strategy. He also has Auto Vanguard Circle at the end of the turn. If the number of face-up cards in your damage zone is 1 or less, countercharge 1. If the number of cards in your soul is 1 or less, soul charge 1. If you countercharge and soul charge, draw a card. This encourages you to go all out for the draw, and it's pretty nice to have some new pre-G resource management. Winning Champ Viktor is a stride unit, and first Chiara to be shown in this set. His first ability is Auto Vanguard Circle Soul Blast 1, choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. When your rearguard stands, you may pay the cost. If you do, that unit and this unit get plus 5,000 power until the end of turn. The G flipping is arguably more important than the plus 5,000 power you get. If you're really lucky with your draws, as the flip is generic, you can potentially get to GB8 after your first stride with this. The second skill is Auto Vanguard Circle Generation Break 3. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, draw a card, choose one of your opponent's rearguards with the least amount of power, and retire it. This is a nice effect to add on. Your opponent can play around it by throwing triggers, especially like draw triggers onto the field, but this will likely be able to take out Commander Laurel, which is a prime target. Extreme Battler Gyro Hawk is a Grade 1 with Auto Rearguard Circle Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, and put this unit into your soul. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted a rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Viktor in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, stand the rearguard this unit boosted, and it gets plus 2,000 power until the end of turn. This serves the new Viktor stride really well, fueling the soul, as well as standing a unit to activate the condition. You definitely want 3 to 4 of this card in your Viktor deck. Meteor Kaiser Dogon Titan is a G-Guardian with Continuous Guardian Circle. If the number of your rearguards is less than your opponent's, this unit gets Shield plus 10,000. And Act G-Zone, Soul Blast 1, and turn this card face down from face up. Choose a card in your damage zone or circles and turn it face up. Like the new Aquaforce G-Guard, this can countercharge, unlock, or undelete, as well as letting you G-Guard more times than usual if you have a way to get heals back. With Gyro Hawk going into the soul, it can definitely help you meet the rearguard condition on your opponent's turn. Lastly for Novas, we have the new Blau unit, Neumar Kluge. It's a double R Grade 3 with Auto Vanguard Circle. During your turn, when your G unit with Blau in its original card name strides, choose up to one of your units with Blau in its card name, and until the end of turn, that unit gets plus 5,000 power. And its second skill is Auto Counterblast 1. When a unit with Blau in its card name rides this unit, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 4 of your units with Blau in its card name, stand them, and until the end of turn, they get plus 5,000 power. This is supposed to be used with the stride Sonne Blaukluge to let you re-ride after attacking with your Vanguard, though we can probably expect to see another stride unit that allows this kind of thing to happen in this set as well. For Link Joker, we have the grade 2 Deposed Deleter Gelhora. The skill is Auto when this unit is placed on rearguard circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is deleted, this unit gets plus 2,000 power until the end of the turn for each of your other units with Deleter in its card name. Though it is likely that your opponent will have a deleted Vanguard every turn after you can stride, there is a chance that you will be forcefully made to call this unit through the on-stride skill, which is not something you want. Though if you do pull this card off, your opponent is going to have a very hard time guarding against it. Trick Delitos Psyche is a grade 1 with Act Rearguard Circle, Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul, and choose one of your rearguards with Deleter in its card name and retire it. Choose 2 of your units, they get power plus 3,000, and if your opponent is deleted, draw a card. Provided you retire the new stand trigger or Forerunner, you don't actually lose anything from this card, as you'll draw one and call a new unit. The plus 3,000 can also make a big difference with your opponent deleted, pushing you to that next multiple of 10. That is all for GB8 for this week, but we also have a few promos to go through. To keep with the theme of the clans already shown, we have the Nova Grappler's Esteemed Champion. His skill is Rush, Auto, Rearguard Circle once per turn, Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When this unit stands due to an effect from one of your cards, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit's power doubles until the end of the turn. Luckily, with the new Viktor stride, you can give this unit plus 5,000 power, as it will double the current power, not just his base power. He does only normally have 7,000 power, but you should be able to make his second attack well worth it. For Gear Chronicle, we have the grade 1 Pulsar Poppins pony. The skill is Auto when this unit is retired from Guardian Circle, or when it is put into your deck from Rearguard Circle or Drop Zone, you may bind to the top card of your deck face up. It is a Zodiac Time Beast, and despite its innocent appearance, works amazingly for Demiurge and Chronofang to build up that bind zone. Lastly for this week, we have Nubatama's Stealth Beast Musso Bianco. His first skill is Auto, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with the Dominate ability from among them, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. The only problem, currently in the main deck, grade 3s are the only things that have Dominate. Though this may change in the future, it does allow you to thin the deck. This unit also has Auto, Rearguard Circle, Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if the number of cards in your hand is greater than your opponent's, this unit gets plus 3,000 power until the end of the battle. A lot of the time, this can easily be achieved during your turn, especially if you attack with this unit last. This skill also makes up for the 8,000 power. And that is everything for this week. Be sure to check out next week when I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the next 7 days. And if you have any questions about the cards, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I hope to see you next time. Bye!